my statement. Polo said I should not go. That I should leave it. Name, they are not doing the thing. She needs to get justice. She needs to clear her name, blah, 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 blah. One day he came out, very dark man, he said the IG of police and said a lot of things about gayism and all that. A few days later, I heard he was picked. The next thing, I saw it on social media that Tonto Iyabo Ojo and Sam Clef have picked up a very dark man. So I guess maybe the petition that Tonto made, where I also was a witness, and Sam Clef also made, maybe eventually they had used it to pick him up. But I had not gone to officially write my own. It was taken to court, granted.
My people, Iyabo Ojo don't talk aside of the story. How she, Naramali, and the VDM, they take me for Abuja. How they take petition her, detain her for 3 days for Abuja. How the police officer take persuade her make she make peace with Naramali and VDM. She can't talk say this one with VDM, they say she paid 20 million to get the WhatsApp chat. How come VDM they pay hackers 20 million to bring up to hack people's phone? This VDM, if I talk that, they say he get hackers where they hack people phone for her. And now I can't talk and say he pay somebody to bring the chat for her. This hackers thing of a thing. This one, he get as a bill. He don't make friends with all the police for Abuja. Then make them transfer this case to Abuja. Make we hear many things where Iyabo Ojo talk. Don't the video log. Now just small one. Now I block for you. Make we the play and they go.
Polo, Priscilla, myself, blah, 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 blah. Called Polo gay and a whole lot of things. And then Polo got angry and said he wanted to take up this case with him. And then he said we needed to go take up this case with him. I said, okay. So we did. We went to the branch in Lagos, the NCCC branch in Lagos, Nigerian Cyber, whatever, in Lagos here. We met an officer there. We did the petition. My lawyer was there. Wrote everything. So they said they were going to invite him over. Polo said, I don't want you guys to lock him up. Just help me charge him to court. All these things that he's saying, let him go and prove it in court. Me, I don't want, please don't lock him up. Just invite him and charge him to court. I don't want any settlements. I don't want anything. Just charge him to court. Enough is enough. Officer Smart was the one in charge of that case. Called Polo and said, CP Uche in Abuja asked them to transfer the case to Abuja. Polo got angry. I got angry. I was like, I live in Lagos. Polo lives in Lagos. How can you be asking an elderly man to be coming all the way to do a case in Abuja? Then why do we have a Lagos branch? I said, no. So I picked up my phone. I called him. He said he was busy in a meeting, blah, 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 and I sent a message accusing him. I said, okay, why are you trying to, help this guy? Why are you stopping us from wanting justice? This guy is always coming out to say, CP Uche Ifeanyi is his friend, is his brother, is his this, is his that. I said, is this true? I said, this is what your office is meant for. Please, why can we not do it here? I still have the message I sent to him. Yeah, in Abuja. So I sent the message. And then he was angry. He called me and said, why would I be accusing him of, that he's just like, because I already have a case with him in Abuja, he felt like he should join the case together. I said, no. The case in Abuja is separate. Tonto and Sam Clef, I'm just a witness in that case. This is Polo's case and my case. So it's a different case. And I said, okay, that because he knows what he's saying, but he feels that the boys there cannot handle it, and that if the case goes south, I should not call him. I said, okay, let it go south. I will not call you. But because we are not saying that they should lock him up, we are saying that they should charge the matter to court. We have to come through you. See, there's a cyber crime thing, and then they'll charge it to court. We just need the case to go to court. That's all. Well, he was angry that I accused him of helping bury that man. And I said, okay, I'm sorry if you feel that way, sir. But I just don't know why. Do you understand? We have to be the one coming all the way to Abuja when we have a branch in Lagos. I said, okay. So they invited him. He came and dropped a statement, and then they said they were going to get a court order and they were going to let us know about it. Maybe if they get the court order tomorrow. Polo was very angry. Officer Smart started calling me, talking to me, begging me to talk to Polo, that very dark man is sorry, that they've spoken to very dark man, that they've told him he's not going to mention his name again, that we should just let it go, blah, 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 blah. So I knew instantly. He already had said this person was his friend. And they were already preventing the case from being heard in Lagos. And now they are begging for me to drop the case. So I just told Polo, I said, Polo, the same way you begged me then, that's why I'm begging you now. These people don't want us to do a case with that man. It's very obvious. So as long as he's not going to talk about us again or mention your name again, let us let it go. Polo said, no. I said, babe, let it go. Because these people, I can see that they don't want us to do a case with him. Except when I want to take it out of there and go and do it somewhere else again. And that time he was traveling. He had just a few days to travel. I said, so just travel and go and do your thing. Because me, I can already read between the lines. I can see what is going on here. So fast forward to when they now invited me and I now went to Abuja. I understood the game. From the very first day, his name was mentioned. I understood what was going on. I could link everything in a second. And I held my peace and I played along. So now, day 2, they said, they said I should go and bring a guarantor. Blah, blah. I brought, but later they did not even, they said, the officers name, I said, there's no need, that they will release me on self-bail, they know that I will come, blah, 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 blah. Now that was day 2. So I left. Went out with Tonto, did snap video, Even that day 1 too, after I finished eating and everything, me and Tonto, we all went out for a drink, but I just didn't post it. So by the time I came out, I already saw some blogs already carrying it that I was detained, I was arrested, I was consuming. I knew that was the propaganda they wanted to achieve anyways. Maybe they were thinking that when I get there, I was going to do, no, you get it. They will not say that I was rude to police, they will not detain me. Do you understand? So me, I already knew. I was just laughing. We went out with Tonto, we had fun, I posted it on my Snapchat. So day 3, I went there on Friday. They told me they will let me know when they land Abuja, when they normally land Abuja. So they waited, I think, around past 1 or 2. They asked me to start coming. So I got there. They called me out again. They spoke to me. In fact, there were like 5 of them, I think. There were about 4 or 5 of them. They called me. They started canceling me again. Madam, see, just let it go. Just this, just try and sort it. Just see how you can help him. Just da da da. So I said, okay. So he came. When he came, they asked him to speak. He gave his own side of the story. He said, I accused him of murder and it affected him, blah, 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 blah. I said, no, I did not accuse you. I accused you, your team, of this boy. And I asked, what did you do about it? He said, no, that let's leave the boy. Why did we not channel why did we not put all our energy into who Mohbad? Why were we channeling our energy on the and making it seem like he was accused of Mohbad? I said, nah, Mali. We don't have a video of how Mohbad, we only have a video of how he was. Now, how he is left for the police people to do, the right authorities to do. I am not a police officer. What we could do, the strength I had, was to write, to file, to request for an autopsy, and then had to do with exhuming his body. I did the right thing. If they have cleared your name today from that corona inquest that you did not kill Mohbad, it was because of what I did. The letter I wrote and how I pushed for that. He said, yeah, but I came out, I said, and then he said, it was not around. He gave, said his own story. And as a mother, I started feeling for him. Then he was talking. And he denied ever being Mohbad. He tried to make me understand that Mohbad had mental health issues. So I said, okay, all that fight that happened in your house. He said, it was, Mohbad came with his boys and they started the fight. That they beat his brother also in the neck. I said, Mohbad just left his house and went with his friends to go and fight you. He said, yes, that there was a video even Mohbad apologized, this and that. I said, okay, what about Sam Larry? And Sam Larry was there. Sam Larry said, oh, he owed him 2 million naira and he first saw him in the club. When he saw him in the club, it was Mohbad that was even being rude to him in the club, that he didn't touch Mohbad, and then they won for the 2 million naira. He was going to go and buy yam. He was going to go and buy yam, and then he just saw that they were doing something. And normally when he goes to that beach side where boys used to follow him, so when he just saw Mohbad, he just said, you are not going to live here today if you don't give me my money. That he wasn't that serious. He was just like joking with him, and then the next minute, that if I checked the video they did, that it was all a setup, it was all a plan. I said, so if you did not hit him, because that same day there was a video where he was in the car and he had bruises, and then after that you said even Zlatan, you guys went to eat. But I said, was Mohbad with you guys when you guys went to eat? He said no, that they didn't want him to leave. It was one that helped Mohbad, with the boys to leave and all that. And then the next day or so, whatever, he went to file a petition. That he was even shocked when he received the petition that he had to do a counter petition and everything. That everything that we saw was a lie. So I said, okay, the video where you said, the voiceover where you said, what's he basing? All stations settled. Who did they bury? I said, no, that was a slang he used to use, and that was an old video that he had nothing related with. I said, okay, the video where you said, at that time, the officer said, madam, we have spoken to you Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Just settle with these people and let it go. While we were in the interrogation room and we were talking, they said so many things though. They said so many things. But very dark man, I will talk about just myself and not go into what you people try to make me believe was the issue. I won't do that. If you want to do that, you can go ahead and do that. Because you people made me believe that it was a setup. Some certain people in the industry was jealous about him and they set, and then people said maybe I was not aware, I was just used as a bait. Did you understand? And then they planted their people there to bring their money down. You guys made me understand in your own words that maybe they were jealous of him because at that time it was raining, and so the industry wanted to bring him down. So all those videos were brought out, and but me, I didn't know. So they had a lot was said, and I began to wonder in my head,
My question now be say, after all this they are dragging for social media, this is a Mohbad case now, are they bringing it back to court? Or the case have ended finally? Because if they will not bring back the case, I don't see the reason why they should be dragging all these things on social media. The thing they frustrating for the family. I bet me they let the soul of this boy rest in peace. Thank you all for watching. Please leave your comment and your thoughts on this Mohbad case in the comment section. Please help me to like and share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Vivian Soy TV. Bye for now.